The best gray paint colors are here. I'm going to share them with you. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm going through 8 different colors today. They're all from Benjamin Moore, and I want to show you the differences, what the undertones are, and how I've used them in different spaces. So let's do this. So I feel like I've got the whole 50 Shades of Gray happening here, although I think there's only 8. But it's still a very popular neutral. We're seeing it a lot. It works great with pops of color. I know we hear that all the time, but it really is so true. And what I've done is I've lined them up from lightest down to the darkest. If you see here, we're starting off, this is Titanium by Benjamin Moore, and this has got a blue-green undertone to it, but very light in terms of the actual intensity of the color. And then just moving on to the next one, which is Wickham Gray. It's a little bit more green. Now it's also going to depend on the lighting that you have in your space, so just bear that in mind, and also what other things you pair the actual grays up with. It can make it look more blue, or it could look more green if those are the undertones within it. Wickham Gray I use here in this fabulous living room with my clients. We did the built-ins that were a cloud white, so cloud white goes well with most of these grays. And we also just accented, as you can see, with other grays and blues within the space. Next to Wickham Gray, I have Gray Owl. Gray Owl is, pretty similar, just doesn't seem to be quite as blue, maybe a little more green, but it is still the blue-green gray. And we use this in a dental office. I'm going to show you the before just because it's so much fun with a forest green. And now you can see the after that we did here. So really brighten it up, pick the paint color last, as always, of course. Okay, so next to Gray Owl, I have Stonington Gray. So this one, I've recently done a video on it, go check it out. And this again is a blue-gray. So we're not seeing any green in this. This is a blue-gray, and you can just see it's just getting a little bit darker. And I really like to refer to Stonington Gray and Coventry Gray as almost the 2 true grays as far as I'm concerned. Obviously we're always going to get the undertones, but if I'm comparing to clients, I like to show them these 2 colors in comparison to some of these other grays, and you can really see what the differences are and which is going to go best with either the fabrics or the floor tile, countertops, whatever it is that you have that are your fixed elements within your home. So just stepping back to the Stonington Gray for a minute, I'm going to show you where we use this in a client's kitchenette. Just looks stunning with the oranges, as well as in the front foyer we used it. And again, we use cloud white for the wainscoting here. Then we have HC165. This is Boothbay Gray. And as you can see, much more blue, okay, than a lot of the other ones. This I actually used in one of my favorite rooms that I've done to date, which is a secret Xbox room. And this we pulled from the tile that we had on the wall, this real cool graffiti tile. And then we also used the ceiling color as well, which is black pepper. So that's another gray with a blue undertone. So now we're getting a little more dark, and we have this color here, which is Storm. It's from the Affinity line. It's AF700 by Benjamin Moore. And that's just getting a little more dark. Again, I like to really just show these 3 colors a lot of times when I'm showing to clients, because you can see that, to me, that again, they are pretty gray as in terms of the true gray. There are some differences between them, but it's almost like it's just getting darker as you get down the line here. And lastly, I've chosen Kendall Charcoal here. This is HC166, and it's really deep, it's intense, it's got more of a green undertone to it, and it's just looking really good for exterior doors, garage doors, and just if you want to create that contrast, it's just a great, really deep color. And again, just goes so well with, a lot of the whites that we're seeing, and just popping in some different colors in there, like a nice pink, just look fabulous. So there you go. There's some of the best gray colors from Benjamin Moore. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe. I am here every Wednesday. I want you to love where you live, because when you love where you live a better life. So come here for great design advice. I'll see you next time. So really, blues come